So that broke. Welcome back to another video, guys, or as always, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Today is a pretty exciting video, at least for me, because it is one of the first mods that I'm going to be doing to the Mustang, and it is in this box. So super excited to show you guys what that is, and we're just going to jump right into this video. Hopefully by the time this video comes out, I will have a couple of the other things that I'm doing. They're really small, but this is one of the big ones, bigger-ish ones. So hopefully by the time I'm ready to start editing this video, those other couple things will be in, and I'll throw those in this video as well. So it'll be a couple days here in between this, but super excited. But we're gonna go ahead and jump into getting this installed. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and kind of spoil it for you here, but it is gonna be a new spoiler for the Mustang. Now this is the factory one. It's got a little split in it, but the one that I got is gonna be a lot better. And yes, it's covered because, again, like I said, the stray cats around here. I've washed this thing, like actually washed it up pretty good, I think, and just 5 minutes later there were cat prints on it. So I went, bought a cover, and now she's covered. So I'm gonna go ahead, getting this done, going to pop the trunk, and this install should be pretty easy. As far as I know, there's, you know, a handful of bolts up under here. Pull this down and the whole thing just pops off. I think there's a little bit of adhesive under there from the factory, but it pops off. Put the new one on, and let's get to it. I'm super excited about it. Alright guys, so I just went ahead and used a little plastic pry tool. These come out easy enough from right here, and then I didn't take this thing all the way off. You just do, I think there's 6 of them. Do the 2 here, there's 2 right in here, and the 2 here. You can't pull it down, and you get perfect access to the bolts. You got one there, one there, one there, and then one over there. And I believe that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start zipping those off. And they kind of look like 10s, but I'll figure it out. All right guys, so got the old one off. It was just the 4 10s, and then it's got all this adhesive on it, and that stuff was kind of a pain to get off, but you just pull on it. If you don't care about this one, you can pull on it really hard. I kind of wanted to try to save it, but it was already cracked right there a little bit, and it kind of just made it worse when I pulled it off. So I don't really know. Maybe I could sell this to somebody, they could fix that. We'll figure it out. But I'm gonna clean this up, because as you can see, there's a lot of dirtiness under there. So I'm gonna clean that up, try to get all the old adhesive off, and then I'll show you guys what the new spoiler looks like, and we'll start throwing this thing on. Alright guys, so got pretty much all of it off. The only thing that's left is a little bit of like teeny tiny thin little residue, just because I didn't want to go too hard with this. I don't really want to mess the paint up, even though it's going to be covered. I didn't want to, you know, really dig into this thing. But I'm telling you, if you're doing this, a 3M eraser wheel will come in super handy, because getting rid of all that adhesive by hand would be super tedious and would take forever. So that only took a few minutes, and now I'm gonna go ahead and unbox the new one and show you guys what I got. Okay, so what's in this box is from, obviously you can see, Drake Muscle Cars. No, it's not a sponsorship, I just bought this, and really happy. I've seen this on a few guys that have Mustangs cars, and I've always loved the look of them. I've seen them even on a few non-Mustangs, and they still just look awesome. So figured I'd grab one. I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys want to go pick you up one. Here it is, guys. So this is a Wicker style bill. So that clear piece gets strapped to here. It's got the Drake on it. Comes with some 3M tape there. I don't think it gets any on the back. So I am super excited to get this on. It looks awesome just off the car. Cannot wait to see it. All right, so this is going to come with about 3 bags of hardware. At least in this one it did. It's going to come with these. These are for the mounting spoiler, and then I believe these and these mount the see-through plexiglass. So we're going to go ahead and grab these little studs, and then we'll put a little bit of thread locker on there, and then you get you a 3mm Allen, and then just start threading those in. But I'm gonna hurry up, go get thread locker. I'll be right back. All right, so I got my thread locker on there. You don't need a whole lot, just enough, and you'll just thread it in. Make sure you're not cross threading it. All right, now that those are installed, I'm gonna have to clear off everything here. Just want to kind of get an idea. And that looks absolutely sick so far. I know it's kind of dark. I'll get a better shot of it in the morning, but that looks insane. So you've got a 3M strip on the top up here. So what I'll normally do, especially situations like this where you kind of have to have it down, just kind of feel up under there, pull the tape back, and then go ahead and set it down, because right now it is where it's going to be mounted. So set it down, and then just pull the tape out like this. So now that's out, and that says you want to push down for a couple seconds, hold it, just so that tape has time to properly adhere to the trunk panel. You also want to make sure it's clean. Like before I did this, I sprayed it down pretty good with some cleaner, especially if you want to use like a degreaser. Like alcohol would probably work too, but I just use like a degreaser cleaner. It should be pretty sticky. You don't want to pull on it too much just yet. And now you should be able to, it's all solid under here, should be able to get in here and install our new nuts and washers. Comes with a little washer and a little lock nut. They're still a 10mm, so that's cool. The only thing about this though is if you look in here, let's get a light in there. If you look, you can drop these in there, so be super careful not to drop these in here. It'd be a little bit harder too, but you still can. But especially these end ones, I think I'm gonna end up doing those ones first, just because they look to be the most pain, but shouldn't be that bad. The washer on there. Get it pretty good started with your finger before you start tightening on it. Alright guys, so I mean, with those being tightened now, all 4 are good. The inside of the trunk part is done, so you can get your little caps. Just throw those back over like so. Make sure they go all the way in. And then your old hardware, I just put it back on the old spoiler, just in case, you know, you ever want to maybe sell it, or say you just need the old stuff. And then this, your trunk opener, if somebody gets trapped in there, just pop it back in, and that's in. You just get all your little push pins. Send and then back home. All right. Now that that's done, we can go ahead and put on the clear piece here. And then this is it, guys. And you can adjust it. You can see you can move up and down with it. So I'll just probably grab two, do one on each side for right now. So hold it. All right, guys, so as you can see, new day, new clothes, all that. The GoPro actually ended up dying when I was filming the very last part, but luckily that was kind of the last part of the install anyways. So I got the car covered up, and I'm going to show you this because it looks awesome. So let me get this uncovered and I'll show you what it looks like. And there it is, guys. It looks really, really good in my opinion. And I'll get obviously more pictures of it without the cover on, but for right now it's staying under there because I'm not really driving it. Now, when I put the spoiler on, I was really originally just gonna have it all the way down, but I adjusted it all the way up, and I think it just looks a lot better like that. It kind of sticks up off of it just a hair, and I think it looks really, really good. So that's the spoiler. I'll try to post a picture before and then what it looks like now. I think it looks a lot better, and it's really, really cool. Now, you can open the trunk with it. Like, I've popped the trunk and then popped it open my hand. Probably just wouldn't really recommend it. Just because, I mean, you can break them. I'm not saying it will break. I'm not really sure. I haven't pulled on it hard enough. But it's not really meant to be pulled up. It's meant to be, you know, pushed down, I guess. But, yep, that's it. And then, like I said, it will be in this video, but it's going to be a couple days out for me, at least, on putting the other couple of small mods that I got. So let's go to that. Okay, so again, as you can see, it's a few days later, and spoiler, still looking sick. You can see now without the cover on, and Mustang's actually been down for about a week. And nothing bad, but the tire on the driver's side ended up going kaput. So I had to wait on new tires because they were in the best shape anyways. And finally, today's actually the first day I've driven it or gotten ready to drive it in a week. So that's fun, but I got more mods for it. So these are the two mods that I was waiting on to come in, and they're from American Muscle. I got this, which is going to replace the nasty whatever this thing is going on here. And obviously super simple. If you've ever replaced an antenna, it's literally coming off in pieces. I'm trying to unscrew this, so that's fun. I don't think it's unscrewing. Neat. So that broke. Alright, well, let me go get a wrench for that. Alright, so you got this little guy. That one came off. And literally just plop it on. Probably don't want it on there too crazy tight. Just enough. It's not gonna come off. And there we go. And I think with all this stuff, I think that looks a lot better than that old nasty thing on the ground. I don't even think you can see it, but looks a whole lot better. Now the next one's going to be the interior, and I'm really excited about that one because I don't know if you guys can see, but the shifter is not in the best of shape, the factory shifter, and I did clean up in here a lot actually. So I mean, it looks a lot better like in here, and I think this next one is just gonna make it look a lot better. So if you guys never installed a shifter before, it's super easy. I mean, at least the shift knob. I'm not replacing the entire shifter, which I do plan on doing in the future. I'm thinking of going MGW, I think that's what it is. got a lot of good feedback from them on all the forums and everything that I've been joining since I got this thing. Again, I'm pretty new to the Mustang scene, so figured why not ask people that know about stuff. So I'm thinking of going MGW. I think it's like the sport race shifter, whatever, the good one. So I look forward to that install happening hopefully soon. It's pretty pricey, so it's gonna be just a second until I can, you know, get that going. But until then, I can make this look a little bit better. And the factory shifter isn't terrible. Like, I mean, it's factory shifter. I mean, it does what it needs to do. So I'm not like too terribly worried on getting one. And I don't race this thing really. But I got this from American Muscle. And it's the shift knob with all the gears. Just the classic white. I've just always been a big fan of that. And it comes with that little adapter. It's black. So what that's going to do, that's going to go on first. You're going to thread this all the way down. Alright, so that's all the way down. I just threaded this down till it was like bottomed out, at least finger bottomed out. And then go ahead and get your shifter. And just start threading it down. Now what you want to do with this one, okay, well, that was actually kind of perfect. What you want to do with this one is, say if it's, when you're putting it on, it kind of stops right there. What you're going to want to do is one of two things. Either if this can go down a little further, you'll just get like a little wrench, but be careful not to, like, you know, scratch up the coating. You'll get a little wrench and either try to tighten it down a little more, or you'll just spin this backwards until it's right here, and then you'll spin this up to it. A lot of guys think that if it stops right here, they can just, you know, manhandle and torque it down tight and that'll be good. Well, it'll crack this ball and then either rip the threads out or crack this ball. So you don't really want to do it like that, because like even right now, if I want to tighten it a little more, it's going to be a little off-centered. So what I'm going to do is just kind of untighten it a little bit till it's straight how I want it. And I'm going to go grab a wrench and then screw this up a little bit, and that'll lock it in place. Let me go grab my wrench. Alright guys, so I just ended up using these. You want to be very, very careful, especially when you use something like this. It'd probably be better to have like a adjustable wrench that's clean, but this is kind of all I had right offhand. So I just used it, and I mean, it worked. I could feel it scarred it up just a hair, but it didn't take any of the coating off. So I mean, if you're just looking at it, you can't really tell. But there's the shifter. It's exactly where I want it. I didn't tighten it down too crazy, but it's tight enough that it shouldn't move around when I shift and everything. And it just looks and feels a whole lot better. And I just think that ties the interior together a lot better than, you know, this that's all broken. If this was in fine shape, I probably wouldn't worry about it too much. But at the same time, I always like the look of an aftermarket shifter. And it just, again, gives it that classic feel. And it just, I don't know, I like the way it feels a lot better. But that'll pretty much do it, I think, for this video. Just doing those first couple little mods to this thing, and definitely a lot more to come. And I'm super, super excited to see where this thing goes. So, like I said, guys, that is going to wrap it up for this video. And again, like I said, just a couple little things that I've done to this thing so far I think are killer. Like that spoiler, I've always loved that style of spoiler. The shifter, I've always loved the look of those shifters. And then the antenna, I didn't really think I'd like as much as I did, but I don't know, just something about it. It just, I don't know, kind of, it's stubby, I guess, just kind of ties it all together. And then plus the look of that old antenna, all broken apart, just kind of made it, you know, not look that great. But all of them are on. Definitely more to come. And like I said, I'm just super excited. So that's going to wrap this video up, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you're interested in anything that I put on this car, the links will be down in the description below. But I've got an Amazon storefront. If you guys want to go check that out, I've got just about everything I've done to the Tahoe and the truck there's a very exciting video coming out on the truck that I will not spoil yet, but everybody who's watching the channel for the truck, I feel like you're gonna love it. But, and then the spoiler for the Mustang's on there, and then there's gonna be a lot more for the Mustang probably gonna be on there soon. So go check that out, and then go check out my other links below. Get you guys some pretty cool stuff. You use my promo code, it'll save you some money. So definitely go check those out. Go follow me on all my socials. Those will all be at the end cards at the end of this video and in the description below. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you guys like the stuff I'm putting out and want to see more. If you have any comments, questions, concerns about anything I did in this video, please don't hesitate, leave them down below. And as always, I'll answer them to the best of my ability. But again, this is where I'm gonna leave this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you guys next time.